Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you for being here and for joining us today. We are delighted to be here and sharing our experience with you guys. Um, so Elio, Montserrat, and me are gonna be presenting today our experience. And we'd like to thank the Erasmus Mundus Joint Master for funding this program and for helping us with our studies. So, Elio and Monse, do you want to share your experience?
Sure. So I guess I go first. So my name is Elio. I'm from Brazil, and I'm a lawyer. And the reason I chose the EMILDAI program, it was because of my interest of the how the green transition and the digital transformation are intertwined, and I wanted to discover more and learn about it. So yes, that's the reason.
My name is Monse. I'm a Mexican financial lawyer, and I chose this master because it has all of the topics that I'm passionate about. So this intersection about law and new technologies, cybersecurity, and that's why I choose it.
And in my case, I am also from Mexico. I used to be a corporate lawyer, but I wanted to do a master in Europe. So when I found this program, I found it really interesting, and also because I really like the connection between artificial intelligence and data protection. And nowadays, there are many challenges that we have to face. So yeah, that's why I chose this program.
So about the academic activities, in this photo that you can see, we had the opportunity to be with the ambassador of Ireland in Mexico. It was an event organized by the Irish Mexican Chamber and DCU. So we have the opportunity to talk and know the industry. So it was a very good event for us to have that kind of exposure. And also, DCU have a lot of academic events. So they have career fairs, society and clubs. In my case, I was in the Invest Club, I think. It's the financial club. And so they give us more knowledge about the financial situations or get in contact with Bloomberg or another companies. So that was great. And also DCU count with legal writing seminars. And the other thing that I love was the internship. So we have the opportunity to apply our knowledge in a real life. So in my case, I was in the one of the best firms in Ireland. It's called Arthur Cox, and it was an amazing experience. So
Yeah, I think. Do you want to add something else, Monse, or we can move to the next slide?
I can say that the program has also a good a variety of students, so you can know about different legal systems. And one thing that I love is that we know the law from Spain and Italy, but also live their culture within these countries. You can gain more knowledge about the country and have more exposure in another activities.
I would also like to add that, for example, last week we had a computer science seminar by an engineer, and it was very interesting because, for example, my background is in law. So honestly, I don't know about computer science. So it was really interesting because we can start from scratch. So yeah, I really recommend doing this. So can we move to the next slide, Monse?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll talk about the cultural activities in Dublin. Okay, first of all, the museums, all the national museums are free. So the National Gallery, the National Museum of Modern Art, the National Museum of Archaeology are free, and they have great expositions about Irish history, so which is something that we don't necessarily study at school, especially coming from Latin America. So also have St. Patrick's Day, which I think doesn't need any comments. Everyone knows about it. And Bloomsday, it's a celebration of James Joyce's Ulysses. Ulysses is his major book. It's set in Dublin, and in this day in June, a lot of people dress with traditional the clothes that mimic the style in the book, and there is a lot of activities, theaters, readings, and rehearsal of sections of the book. And pubs, not only for drinking, but also on the weekends we can go for a carvery, which is like a very Irish meal of sorts, very interesting. And also our student association organized last year a international potluck. So each student had to prepare a dish or a dessert. A dish covers all, but okay. Dessert from their countries, and we had great fun in these opportunities. And yeah, of course, there are other activities that could be included, but like I think those are the highlights of Dublin, in my opinion. I don't know if my colleagues have anything to add.
I agree completely.
Okay, I'm not a liar. I think you can go to the next slide, Anna.
Great. Okay, sure. Do you want to add something
Okay,
on
here
this
are
slide?
some pictures.
Okay.
When we visited the Irish Museum of Modern Art, there was an exposition about Patricia Hurl, and we had like a guided tour about her works. She is basically dabbles with modern art, and it adopts a very experimental approaches in sculpture, abstract painting, and other stuff. So that's very interesting.
Great. So anything else, or we can move to the next one?
I think we are done.
Great. So for those who loves outdoor activities, I really recommend Dublin and Ireland in general, because, well, in my case, I really love doing hikes and workouts. So it's been a month since I arrived in Dublin. So honestly, I don't have a lot of experience in terms of this city, but I went to Howth this month, and it was beautiful. You can see the view on this picture. So you can do this hike where you can see the sea. And also I went to Glendalough, which is in the Wicklow Mountains, and you can do a hike, which is like 4 or 5 hour hike. And it was foggy that day, but if it's sunny, I mean, we weren't lucky that day. But if you are lucky, you can see, for example, the lake from the top of the mountains, and it's beautiful. And also, this weekend we went to swim to Bureau Beach, and even if the water was really cold, I really enjoy it. And also, other thing that I really love about Dublin is that there are many parks where you can go, you can relax, you can read books, or you can just hang out with your friends, such as Phoenix Park, which is a huge park. There are many flowers, so you can walk or you can ride a bike. It's lovely. And there's also the War Memorial, the Griffith Park, and the Botanic Garden. And I really recommend to go to the Botanic Garden because it's also beautiful. And it's just 15-minute walk from Dublin City University, so it's very close. And also the Trim Castle tour. So as I said, there are many places where you can go and you can visit, and some of them are for free. So you don't have to spend a lot of money um, if you don't want to spend it, right? Sorry, I think I moved to. So yeah, I think, do you want to add something else in terms of outdoor activities, or you're okay?
I think it's
Okay.
okay. Mm.
It's okay.
Great. Okay. So yeah.
So, as a part of the master, we studied the third semester in Spain, specifically in León. So it's a tiny town, but it's beautiful, and it's so rich in history in Europe and in Spain. Um, you can see a lot of historical monuments and architecture. The architecture is so beautiful. You can see the Casa Botines, made from this famous architect Gaudí, and you can see a lot of things or architecture from the Romanians. And actually, this weekend was the last week. They have like a celebration. Some from San Froilan, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a medieval market, and all of the culture was there, and it was so beautiful to see it, and also to know more about the culture from another years.
Yeah, like Leon has many festivals. I think 2 weeks ago it was International Celtic Festival, which was a surprise. Should be celebrated here because usually associated the Celtic culture to the UK and Ireland, but it was an interesting thing. A lot of bagpipes. I felt back in Edinburgh again for a few moments. And yeah, there are also nice parks here. You have the Candemia, which is near the city center. It has a little stream or a little river, if you will. And yeah, it's so far Leon has been great as Dublin.
Yeah, and about the activities, like in an academic aspect, we will have a kind of program in the INCIBE, that it's the Institute of Cybersecurity in León. So we will have more exposure of these topics in the real life. So that will be great.
Yeah, exactly. I think you can pause, I guess. Here is a picture of us in the first day in the inauguration of the master. The mayor was present. It was a very nice ceremony. I think you can pass.
And
yeah. So thank you for your attention. Is there any questions, doubts that you can help you with?
Yeah, feel free to ask like everything you want,
Here
because
or
we
in
are
the
happy
chat?
to. Yeah.
we have one question.
Yes.
Which city did you like the most and why?
Go first, since you've read the question.
Well, I really love Leon, but my heart is in Dublin. So I love Dublin because it's a cosmopolitan city. It's not too big, but it's still a city. And you have a lot of activities to do, and also the culture is so good. The people is so kind, so warm. Guinness are so delicious, and but in Leon you can see all this history, and it's also a good environment to know about cybersecurity. So I'm really enjoy it. What about you, Ellie?
Hey, everyone knows I prefer Dublin. I fell in love with the city, not at first. It was in love at first sight, but eventually I fell in love with it. And yeah, Leon is great. I don't want to be ungrateful, but Dublin is Dublin.
Yeah.
How about you, Anna?
Yeah, I think this is like the first place for me because I just started the master. I am from the second court, and Elio and Monse are from the first court. So I can just speak about Dublin in Ireland. But honestly, I love it because all the things that I mentioned before, like it's a beautiful city. The city center is beautiful. I love like the style of the houses, which is like a Georgian style. And yeah, honestly, the weather is changing. Like sometimes it rains and sometimes it's sunny. For example, today it's sunny, so you can enjoy and you can go out when it's sunny, and when it rains, you can go out. But honestly, I really enjoy it and I love this city. Yeah. So yeah, I'll
Great.
tell you when I go to Spain. Do you
Any
have
other
other
questions?
questions? Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much.
Bom dia. Bom, a gente vai apresentar aqui sobre as experiências estudantis oferecidas pelo mestrado, o mestrado do Erasmus Mundus em Direito, Dados e Inteligência Artificial é financiado pela União Europeia, e aqui eu presto meus agradecimentos. Aqui comigo está a colega Sofia, que é a segunda edição do mestrado, e a Monse, que é a minha colega da primeira edição. Nossa. Bem, como eu disse, o meu nome é Hélio, eu sou do Brasil, sou advogado, e a razão que eu me inscrevi no programa EMILDAI está relacionado com o meu interesse da transição verde e a transformação digital, como elas estão relacionadas. E eu... Passa. Bom, eu vou falar um pouco sobre as atividades acadêmicas em Dublin. A universidade proporciona uma série de eventos acadêmicos e não necessariamente acadêmicos. Aqui nós temos dois colegas que tiveram a oportunidade de participar desse evento organizado pela Câmara Mexicana de Comércio. Também a universidade oferece uma série de sociedades e clubes de esportes como arco e flecha, atletismo, natação, mas também de investimentos ou de línguas e culturas, como a chinesa, alemã, francesa, etc. O departamento de career organiza career fairs, tipo feiras onde é possível ter em contato com empregadores do setor de Dublin. E é isso. Next. Yeah. So, agora sobre as atividades culturais em Dublin, nós temos os museus nacionais, eles são gratuitos, então a Galeria Nacional, o Museu Irlandês de Arte Moderna são gratuitos, o St. Patrick's Day, o Dia de São Patrício, eu acho que dispensa maiores comentários, porque todo mundo conhece. Bloomsday é um dia que celebra a obra do James Joyce, perdão, Ulisses. Pubs, né? Dublin a Irlanda é conhecido pelos pubs, não só pela bebida, mas também é possível em alguns ter a carvery, que é uma experiência muito interessante, especialmente aos domingos. O ano passado, nossa associação estudantil organizou o International Potluck, em que cada aluno cozinhou ou preparou algum prato típico do seu país, e nós tivemos passamos um tempo interessante juntos. Pode passar. The next one, please. So, então aqui tem as fotos da nossa visita ao Museu Irlandês de Arte Modernas, que estava sob exibição da Patricia Hurl. Ela é uma artista que, bom, ela tem várias fases experimentais e nós tivemos uma visita guiada, então foi muito interessante para entender o processo criativo dela. Bem, agora as atividades ao ar livre. Dublin, não só Dublin, mas a Irlanda tem um interior muito bonito. E perto de Dublin nós temos Hove em Glengalough, que são trilhas espetaculares. Glengalough é perto na Wicklow Mountains. E Hove é basicamente 30 minutos menos de Dublin, então é uma ótima oportunidade. Sea Swimming é muito popular na Irlanda, em todo o ano, né? Nós temos também muitos parques, nós temos o Phoenix Park, o War Memorial no Griffith Park e os Jardins Botânicos, que são bastante interessantes e próximos da universidade, uns 20 minutos caminhando do campus da Dublin City University. E nós também tivemos uma visita ao Trim Castle, que fica a 1 hora de Dublin, mais ou menos. The next one. Bom, em relação a Lyon, o mestrado tem essa mobilidade. Nós, eu e a Monse, estamos agora em Lyon, na Espanha, estudando na Universidade de Lyon. É uma cidade pequena, mas com muita história. Nós temos aqui na imagem a Casa Botines, que foi desenhada, salvo engano, pelo arquiteto catalão Gaudí. E além das atividades acadêmicas normais, Lyon, apesar do seu tamanho, tem diversos festivais. Na semana passada nós tivemos o festival do Saint-Front-Là. Nós temos, e 2 semanas atrás tivemos o Festival Internacional da Cultura Celta. E bom, eu acho que é isso. Muito obrigado pela atenção. E alguma dúvida?
Buenas tardes a todos. El día de hoy presentaremos la experiencia como estudiantes, tanto del primer programa como del segundo programa de EMILDAI, y estaremos presentando mi colega Montserrat y yo. Quisiéramos agradecer a Erasmus Mundus Young Master por fondear este programa y por ayudarnos con nuestros estudios. Monse, ¿quisieras continuar?
Claro que sí. Hola, mi nombre es Monse, soy abogada mexicana y escogí este máster porque incluye todos los temas que a mí me interesan mucho, que es esta intersección entre el derecho y el tema financiero, pero también el tema técnico como de nuevas tecnologías y de la ciberseguridad. Entonces creo que es un muy buen programa para aprender de ello y más si estamos inmersos en todos los países de la Unión Europea.
Y en mi caso, la verdad es que yo quería una maestría en Europa porque me encanta el continente y el estilo de vida, especialmente en Europa. Y después de buscar varios programas y varias becas, encontré Erasmus Mundus porque un colega me lo recomendó y encontré pues este programa relacionado con Data Protection y AI. Y honestamente tenía poca experiencia en tema de protección de datos, pero me encantó la conexión entre estas dos áreas y cómo es que la tecnología ahorita requiere pues mucha regulación en cuestión de protección de datos y además porque en Europa pues la regulación en estos temas es como lo más novedoso. Y yo, por ejemplo, soy una abogada de México y tanto en México como en Latinoamérica nuestra regulación no es tan, pues, tan novedosa y en Europa sí. Por eso es que lo escogí.
Bien, el programa incluye actividades académicas como las que pueden ser ferias de carrera, te puedes inscribir en clubs o sociedades según sea tu interés. En mi caso, yo estuve en la sociedad de inversiones. Entonces aquí puedes tener clases acerca de inversiones, conocer blockchain, Bitcoin. También tuvimos la oportunidad de asistir a un evento organizado por la Irish Mexican Chamber, que es la Cámara de Comercio Irlanda-México, y estuvo presente la embajadora de Irlanda, de Irlanda en México. y tuvimos la oportunidad de conversar con grandísimos profesionales de la industria y eso nos dio una gran visión sobre cómo está la industria, ¿no? Entre México e Irlanda. También hay ciertos seminarios y el máster incentiva mucho la investigación. Entonces, para aquellos que les gusta investigar y exponer sus ideas, este es un gran programa.
Y me gustaría agregar que en mi caso, la semana pasada tuvimos un seminario sobre computer science eh, o computación. Y, por ejemplo, en mi caso, yo soy abogada y mi contexto es de derecho, pero honestamente este seminario fue pues muy útil porque desde la opinión de una ingeniera en computación puedo ver cómo es que desde que eran programadores hasta ahora que se está desarrollando el machine learning y todas estas nuevas tecnologías relacionadas con inteligencia artificial, podemos entender un poco como desde lo básico cómo es que todo esto se ha desarrollado. ¿Quisieras continuar, Montse?
Claro. En este programa van a haber bastantes actividades culturales. En el caso de Dublín, tienes que los museos son gratis, entonces puedes ir a cualquier museo y son como muy buenas experiencias porque puedes conocer más de la cultura, más de su historia. También está el Día de San Patricio, que es bastante recomendable porque es un día de fiesta nacional, todos están en la calle, eh, todos de verde, tomando su primera Guinness, tal vez para algunos. También tienes el Bloomsday, que es como un tributo a James Joyce. Tienes pubs, que pues están en todos lados, es parte de la cultura irlandesa y tienes que sí o sí visitarla. Si no eres de los que toman, no hay problema. También tienes que probar los platillos irlandeses como un estofado, los fish and chips, y también puede ser pie, un pie casero muy rico, entonces te recomiendo que los pruebes. Ah, y al final nosotros lo que hicimos en la escuela es de cada integrante del máster trajo un platillo de su país y entonces de esa forma también conocemos la cultura de nuestros colegas. En este slide pueden ver que fuimos al Museo de Arte Moderno y en esta ocasión estaba la exposición de Patricia Hort, una doblinesa muy artística y muy conocida dentro del sector y fue una visita guiada por parte de la escuela.
Bueno, desde el lado de las actividades outdoor o al aire libre, para aquellos que les encanta pues hacer hikes, caminatas, subir montañas. No he visto montañas muy altas en Dublín. Llevo un mes y medio apenas en esta ciudad, entonces me queda mucho por explorar todavía, pero hasta ahora he hecho dos o tres hikes, por ejemplo, a Hout. En esta foto pueden ver que hay que hay un camino enfrente del mar eh, y está precioso. Además fui a Glendalough, que está en unas montañas, y puedes hacer un hike un poco más largo, como de 4 o 5 horas, pero realmente lo recomiendo porque es de las vistas más bonitas que he tenido en mi vida. Y también puedes nadar, para los que les gusta nadar en agua fría o aunque sea simplemente por diversión, eh, está interesante hacerlo y está relajante. Y otra cosa que he amado de Dublín son sus parques, porque yo no esperaba que tuviera tantos parques. Y, por ejemplo, está el Phoenix Park, el War Memorial, el Griffith Park y Botanic Gardens. Entonces, todos estos parques están hermosos, los tienen muy bien cuidados y pues puede ser un momento como para relajarte, para ir con tus amigos o simplemente ir a caminar. Y finalmente el Trim Castle Tour, eh, porque también pues hay algunos castillos y algunos monumentos pues más históricos para aquellos que les gusta pues la cultura y la historia.
Y bueno, actualmente la primera generación estamos en León, en nuestro tercer semestre, y ha sido una experiencia muy linda hasta el momento. En la ciudad o el pueblo está al norte de España y el clima es muy, muy delicioso, muy rico, muy caluroso hasta ahora. Y puedes encontrar muchas monumentos históricos y mucha arquitectura. Por ejemplo, en esta foto podemos ver la Casa Botines, que está construida por el arquitecto Gaudí. Y también podemos ver alrededor de la ciudad una muralla romana. Entonces, de hecho, también tienen una catedral muy linda que está en concurso y tiene distintos arquitecturas y distintos monumentos que son muy, muy enriquecedores y muy lindos de ver si te gusta la historia. Em, en la próxima semana vamos a tener un evento también con INCIBE, que es uno de las organizaciones que se encuentran aquí especializadas en ciberseguridad. Entonces vamos a tener una exposición a esos temas y en la vida real. Y por el momento, en la siguiente foto podemos ver que fue nuestra inauguración del programa y se encontró ahí mismo el alcalde de León. Y pues nada más queda que invitar a que formen parte del programa y que se atrevan a vivir esta experiencia.
Sí, realmente desde mi punto de vista es muy recomendable por todo lo que hemos dicho, porque tienes la posibilidad de estar en 3 países diferentes, de conocer gente de otras culturas y bueno, obviamente el tema del programa y los temas que contiene son realmente interesantes y es lo que viene. Entonces, pues muchísimas gracias por su participación.